How do you go from living in a happily ever after in luxury to living in a total nightmare? We have heard of many protagonists who went from grass to grace, but many get their great comeback. However, some never get to enjoy the happy ending that they expect. A few others, like Candice Cohen. Candice Cohen was Prince Sattam's first wife and a member of Saudi Arabia's ruling royal family. Initially, they appeared to have an extraordinary love and wealthy lifestyle, as well as a lovely daughter. However, many secrets and tears were concealed underneath the lavish lifestyle. Why did the Saudi prince treat his wife with such brutality? Why did he take her daughter and prevent her from seeing her mother? What is the truth behind Candice's awful end? Watch the entire video to find out. Let's watch the complete video together to find out what happened to Candice throughout her horrific experience. Also, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell to get notifications when new videos are posted. Now join us as we investigate the hidden reality of Arab sheikhs' wives' lives, where the facade of a wealthy lifestyle frequently masks darker and more difficult facts. Now, initially, this couple's lives appeared to be filled with wonderful love and luxury, and they were blessed with a lovely daughter. However, many secrets and sorrows were concealed under their affluent mask. An intriguing story unfolds as we delve into the complexity of Candice Cohen's life as the wife of a Saudi prince. Discover the cruel treatment she received, as well as the shocking events that occurred, such as their daughter's kidnapping and the tragic limits placed on their relationship. But how did it all start? The beginning. Candice was born September 8, 1977 in Paris. Her father was a businessman who owned many hair salons in the French Riviera, while her mother was a homemaker. She worked hard in school and earned a law degree from Sorbonne University in Paris. Following that, she worked in a variety of little jobs, primarily at her father's salon. In 1998, at the age of 18, Cohen-Ahnine met Prince Sattam bin Khalid bin Nasser Al Saud, Prince Nasser's grandson, in a nightclub in London while on vacation. They quickly liked each other and it felt like love at first sight. At that point, she had no idea who he was. During his courtship, he purported to be Jewish, but wanted to keep it a family secret. What she did not know was that Prince Sattam happened to be a member of Saudi Arabia's ruling royal family and the grandson of Prince Nasser bin Abdulaziz, the governor of Riyadh. Well, she clearly did not think much of his background, trusting him based on his words. Candice was in love, attracted by the prince's charisma, and taken by his tallness and glowing brown skin. Their romance progressed swiftly, and they married very soon after. Prince Sattam purchased her a magnificent flat in Paris as a gift for being in his life, and it continued that way. The prince lavished Candice with expensive presents, romantic dinners, and luxurious vacations. But something happened that changed it all. Like the movie 50 Shades Freed, Sattam wanted Candice for himself and himself only, and no one, not even his child, should come into the way. Yes, everything changed from good to terrible when Candice became pregnant. He was angry about the pregnancy and even forced her to have an abortion in one of Egypt's hospitals against her will. Candice was profoundly devastated by this and wanted to end her relationship with him. Despite the challenges, Prince Sattam persuaded her to stay with him, with his family. Candice once commented that he was an excellent manipulator, skilled at selecting the correct words and demonstrating enormous strength. Shortly after their reconciliation, Candice fell pregnant again, and for a change, Sattam persuaded her to keep the child. Their daughter Aya was born in 2001. Everyone was happy. Candice and her daughter stayed in France for a while before relocating to Riyadh, where Sattam made sure they had everything they needed. They lived in a 5-star palace with bodyguards, drivers, and every amenity imaginable, and they appeared to be content together. However, when the conflict in Lebanon broke out, they relocated to Sattam's family home in Riyadh. It was here that hell broke loose. The misfortune. This is where Grass to Grace reflects in its whole armor. Sattam informed Candice that he was obligated to marry his cousin, the daughter of Saudi Arabia's future king, and that she should remain his second wife. Candice, on the other hand, refused to take the position of a second wife, which strained their relationship. She refused to make love to him one night, and he slapped and raped her in response. Candice also received harassment from Sattam's mother, who told her to do whatever he wanted. Candice was, understandably, unable to handle the circumstances and successfully returned to France with her daughter Aya in 2008. However, Prince Sattam asked her to come to Riyadh so he could see his daughter. She initially declined, but after her daughter pleaded with her, she consented. As soon as they arrived, Candice was confined to a small chamber in the palace. Her passport was confiscated and her daughter was taken away from her. She was left in a room with limited facilities and forced to wash herself with only a towel. Drinking water was scarce, so she had to rely on tap water, which was considered unsafe for consumption in Saudi Arabia. The vile Prince Sattam kept young Aya separated from her mother, granting only fleeting moments together when she passed by the courtyard gate from her cell. Aya also endured maltreatment anytime she attempted to provide her mother with food, toothpaste, or other necessities. Candice was able to escape after several months, but she had no money or papers. The French embassy recommended she return to the palace, so she remained imprisoned for several months until escaping a second time with the help of her maid who left her door unlocked. This time, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs intervened and brought her back to France in 2009. Unfortunately, Candice returned without her daughter because the royal family had issued a warrant accusing her of being a Muslim who converted to Judaism, a grave felony in Saudi Arabia. Since then, she has been fighting a protracted legal battle to see her daughter again. Prince Sattam denied kidnapping Aya or her mother, claiming Candice was free to come and go as she chose, and their marriage was legal under Islamic law. Candice pursued diplomatic measures to regain custody of Aya and wrote a book about her ordeal called Give My Daughter Back, in which she describes her attempts to reunite with her daughter, expressing fear after seeing Facebook photos of Aya in Riyadh playing with her father's firearms. In January of 2012, a Paris criminal court ordered the prince to give her mother custody of Aya and pay £10,000 in child support per month. However, the prince pleaded to ignore the court judgment, saying, "Let me remind you that my daughter is a descendant of the Saudi royal family. She's a Saudi citizen and a princess. They cannot oblige a princess to leave this country." Following the court verdict, Candice planned to visit Riyadh in September of 2012. Her death. Candice Cohen's terrible story ended on August 16th when she was discovered dead after falling from the fourth story of her Parisian building. Her death was ruled out as an accident by authorities, with a witness saying she was attempting to transfer from one window to another. It's unknown whether the incident was an accident or a murder. Nonetheless, her lawyer claimed, "What I can tell you is that it wasn't suicide. She was a woman who was a real fighter and a very positive person. And plus, there were plans to see Aya in mid-September. That was her greatest motivation of all." Unfortunately, Candice was unable to reconcile with her daughter, and there is now no information concerning Aya's whereabouts or even if she's alive. We can only hope for the best and pray for Aya's protection. Aside from Candice, her family, and her daughter's personal sorrow, this novel addresses the subject of parents who kidnap their own children, evading legal consequences and disregarding the child's best interests. For example, according to Article 3732 of the French Civil Code, both father and mother must maintain a personal relationship with the child and respect the child's relationship with the other parent. If the parents are unable to reach an agreement, one of them may refer the case to a family court judge who will rule according to the requirements of the child's best interests. Despite this, some parents relocate to a different nation with their child without informing their former spouse. That's it for this video. If you have any thoughts on the story, please share them in the comments. If you enjoyed the video and want to see more like it, please give it a like. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel and click the bell symbol to receive weekly notifications of new videos. Thank you, and we'll see you in a future video.